Hi, you guys. Um, everything I was thinking, woo, goes right out of my head. Um, when my mom was dying, she'd been sick for a long time and, you know, was home and getting uh, pretty much round the clock nursing attention. Um, she'd been in a nursing home, and my siblings and I were able to spring her. Anyway, at one point I asked her, because I talked to my dad about what he thought about death and reincarnation, and we'd had a kind of fairly lengthy talk about it. I thought it was great. So I said to my mother, what do you think happens? What's your idea of what it is it all about? And she said, it's none of my business. And I thought, wow, really? And I kind of, in some ways, it's a very philosophical answer. She was in the moment, she was here and alive. And, I think it was kind of I'll wait till I get there to form an opinion about it. In the meantime, whatever it is, it's not my business. It just intrigued me, and it's sort of like a Zen koan that I'm still trying to process. And what prompted me to think about this was I was thinking in general about those relationships that, you get to a certain point and you can go no further. And either they've set a boundary or whatever has happened that made you retract, or there comes a point when it's, at least when I've determined, I don't understand this person, and it's not my business to understand. Time to butt out, and likely never butt back in. So, but, that's somehow, I'm not sure how, but that's where we're going to start. And yesterday's quote was something about you're not required to complete the work, but neither are you free to abandon it. Sort of same. When do you butt out? This is a card of butting out, in a sense. It's a card of taking yourself out of the game in order to heal something. And this is very much, the chick in the nest, gestating, protected. It is sort of weird, these barbs around her, because I'm never really sure, are they there to protect her, or are they there to ensure that she stay put? What's our business? Is it our business to heal, to pull back and heal? Bottom of the deck, 3 of Wands. King of Wands. And 4 of Pentacles. Someone stopped giving, 4 of Pentacles, stopped giving to a connection. They held back. You know, they were protecting their reserves. Might even be money. And it might be something to do with I can't quite get there. Holding back their reserves. This is not somebody who holds back their reserves. King of Wands. Fire energy. Go-getter. Aries, Leo, Sag. You know, on fire. And then this air energy card of healing. Bottom of the deck, Three of Wands. I smell something plasticky. So I just got like a whiff of plastic. I was burning some incense earlier. Three of Wands. It's looking toward the future. I mean, I think once something is healed, to do with fire energy, life force, you know, there had to be a timeout where we could only look forward to a future situation that was going to be a whole different dynamic based on this healing. Tell me about the Four of Pentacles, the holding back energy, the protective energy, somebody holding back from a fire sign, maybe. Oh. Okay. Okay, we got four of them. Page of Wands. You know, this guy won't quit. Reading after reading after reading, deck after deck, Page of Wands, the path, coming under King of Wands. So we have Page of Wands, Three of Wands. And I think this is somebody who's excited to get on this path, feeling a bit impatient to have the future reveal itself. That's Rue. Yeah, I'm just trying to think for a second. Okay, Page of Cups. Doesn't want to stay in my hands here. We have two pages on the board. So it's young energy all over this. This comes under Four of Pentacles. So there's something about this person floating up, being kind of in spite of themselves. As the tide rises, they rise. And it's a bit of losing control. Like the heart activation is so intense, they're feeling a bit disassociative. He doesn't look freaked out in the least. He's watching himself rise up. It is disassociative, but not with the usual bad connotation. Ace of Swords. A truth coming in. And on Four of Pentacles, Empress. Another earth energy. Empress is abundant, giving, fertile, generous, about growth, about letting things grow. And I'm getting like, when it's some wonderful Mary Oliver poem about being mortal entails the ability for three things: to attach to what's mortal, to hold it to you as if your life depended on it, and when it's time to let it go, to let it go. There's something about that here, like not being, like, I'm getting like the mother not being able to hang on to her child. And it maybe had something to do with what my mother said about it not being my business, not being, maybe she was trying to tell me it wasn't my business, but I don't think that was it. It was a very kind of existential remark from, it surprised me. So tell me about the healing, please. What's King of Swords healing from? I'm sorry, King of Wands. This is a card of earth energy independence. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus is on the board. It might be something to do with your child's independence. I've never had a reading like this before, but because, in fact, you're all about growth. You know, not only your own growth, but the growth of the people around you. And I think you would say to this character, and I say you, it could be they, it could be some other person. They would say to this person, you know, the tighter you try to hang on to it, the more it will slip through your fingers. You know, heal thyself. Become abundant and secure in yourself so that you don't need to assume this posture. Because the purse is shut. You know, you can't access the things of value for yourself. You know, while you think you're keeping other people at bay, you're kind of keeping yourself from your own treasure. On Three of Wands, we have the Libra card of Justice. Air energy, right? Minor Arcana, Major Arcana. There's some transformation that's taken place in the psyche, a kind of recalibration that allows this truth in. It's almost like there wasn't a receptor in the brain for it before now. And this is sort of waiting for the thing to come in, so that we can, or maybe so that I can get on with my life. Ace of Swords, Three of Wands. But this is a card of clarity and balance and recalibration. Tell me more about this Ace of Swords, Three of Wands, Ace of Swords. I don't know why I'm giving it a negative. I feel like I may have been giving it a negative spin, and I don't think there's a negative spin here, except this protective energy of Four of Pentacles. Tell me about Ace of Swords, Three of Wands, please. Emperor. Emperor is Wands energy, fire energy. It's a card of divine masculine, you know, the one who does stuff, who's passionate, who's alpha. And I'm hearing, you know, looks out for number one. My dad, who was one of the gentlest people I've ever known, went through a period of saying that over and over again. I don't know if it was some pop psychology of the era, but you've got to look out for number one. Tell us more about this. Okay. More about the King of Wands. Hangman. Water energy, a card of Pisces. A card of like being steeped in your feelings. It always looks to me like that. You know, some kind of infusion. And see the light here. This is a card of water, but we've got the torch. And we've got the sort of internal fire. And I almost had it for a second there. Well, this is a card of, you know, action, 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 alpha, alpha, alpha. And in comes a card of suspension, of steeping in the feelings, in the water energy. You know, healing the heart. Three of Swords, broken heart. Four of Swords, the healing of the heart. And maybe the cutting of the cord. There's that red cord that's tied to the barbs. Something's gestating. Well, I think it's yourself. This is a card of self, a 9 card, and sort of this incarnation self. You're stable, you're authentic, and I'm getting like not easily bowled over. You've healed in terms of your independence. One more on King of Wands. You know, this Wands energy that's being held up while it's steeped in emotion. Another 9 of Swords. Well, at least, you know, feelings of fear, apprehension, torment, mental anguish are being healed in this time out. The psyche is in time out. Empress wants to birth something. It's the creative force. 4 of Pentacles is a resistance to that. I don't want to let this go. I still haven't quite gotten a handle on it. Page of Wands, this new direction in fire energy that like opens up the future. And it's big time air energy. It's like the lightning bolt of clarity that recalibrates this whole situation. In sword energy, in the energy of the trouble, the anxiety, and the healing of it. I think maybe trying to hang on so tight, 4 of Pentacles, was the block. It was kind of like a tourniquet. And Empress is a kind, Empress is the force that can grow the flower through the concrete, It's fertile ground. It's just, whoa. Okay. There's some cooperative project that is on its way in. Three of Pentacles, Three of Wands. Three of Wands being that card of having manifested something and waiting for it to show up. Pentacles showing up. And something, okay, this is the weaving, the sort of macrame creation. The thread. It may be a healing that you do not do on your own. You may need to seek, if not counsel, inspiration, Page of Wands, from your friends. But it's almost like, what's the source of creativity? Works of art. Works, Pentacles energy, right? Of art. Sometimes the source of that is pain that's been overcome. The stress and fear that's been acknowledged and processed. This is sort of being in suspension while you process, somebody does, their feelings. Card of Pisces. Okay, so we got this Emperor in conjunction with the card of Conjunction, Who are the other players in this? And what's going on with Justice? Sorry, I'm tapping my foot at this. That's what Mom used to do. I think I'm channeling Mom for some reason. Seven of Wands. To me, this is a card of it's not like the Four of Pentacles holding back, but it is, she's created a mental space. It's a bit like Four of Swords. Creating a mental space, a quiet, almost like the diver's bell. A quiet, free from maybe it's something about needing to, there's a degree of withdrawal here, Four of Swords, in order to heal. And it might have to do with, guarding yourself. The Seven of Wands, fire energy is coming at you. So you've set up a boundary. Or Divine Masculine has. You may be the Divine Masculine. I don't know why but we do have Emperor, Empress on the board. I just noticed that. Oh my God. Tell me about Seven of Wands. I don't get that. Why the protection? Well, it's the same as Four of Pentacles, in a way. I don't know, I've never tapped my foot like this. I saw this card earlier. Another 9 of Cups. Well, it's almost like this is a card of joy, of something that makes you personally very happy. It's not like a, sorry, here's another. It's not like happiness for the collective. It's not a selfish energy, but it's just my happiness. It's distinguishing, feeling the right to your own happiness. That may be part of the new truth, Ace of Swords. It's a game changer. 4 of Cups. Well, that would be, feeling like you're never going to get it. All the cups went in the air, and I mean, this is a sullen energy almost. I didn't get what I thought would make me happy. Tell us more about that. This 4 of Cups, 9 of Cups. Four of Cups is like, it's an impatience. I'm getting, it's an impatience. Like, when do I get mine? Or something like that. Well, Nine, Hermit card of the inner light, the sun, card of the outer light, masculine, divine masculine, out there, kind of apparent. And Hermit can be a hide your light under the bushel. They're not opposite energies. Okay, that's another 9. Hermit is 9 in the major arcana. 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords. Sun, card of Leo. I mean, Hermit is a card of time. The time it takes to become enlightened. There's a sense of the hold-up. There's a sense of the holding back. And maybe that's creating some anxiety. Four of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords. Okay, would equal 12. 12 in the major arcana is Hangman. 4s are cards of stability. It's like, I'm not trading in what I've got for what I don't know. I'm not doing this sort of grab bag, I don't know what I'm going to get out of this energy. But that's been transformed because somebody's seeing it from a different perspective. One given to them after they've steeped in their emotions, gotten over the fear of learning sword energy, what it is that's scaring them about this. Once they've healed that, it's like, this supercharged, I'm getting like a flash that's so bright it blinds you. And indeed, she has her eyes shut. And there are all these like mathematical symbols around her, this fractal image of her brain. You know, it's sort of like decoding the language. And I don't see anything that really speaks to it's not my business. I think, because this is a card of what is your business. What is yours to heal? And I think if the major arcana cards here are great. Hermit, Sun, Empress, Emperor. Inner light, outer light, yin, yang. In balance. And I don't know why I'm having a hard time feeling like I've gotten to the end of this. Well, I'm getting the sense here of like, giving it over to the light of the universe. So it's a little bit like it's not my business in the sense that it's about life and light and illumination, that's available to all of us. It might have been her nod to a power greater than myself. And it's interesting that the card for mother is here, talking a whole lot about mom. And the card for dad. It may be a message from the ancestors coming in very strongly that up until this point, somebody's been trying to block. And it's caused them great anxiety. What will I learn if I listen to the ancestors? And then suddenly they're just steeped in it. It's sort of out of this person's control. The emotions will have their way. And there's great joy. It's sort of as if it's something like working with these people, working together. It's not necessarily more than one person, but working together is the way. We'll work together. And if there are things trying to block or constrict the flow of this new heart activation or this young love, justice will be served. The truth will out, something like that. Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Four of Swords. His 12 is Hangman. I think there's just a lot to process here, and nothing's going to happen really quickly. The understanding may come in, but the ability to act on it, Wand's energy, is in the future. But boy, when the time is right, I think this alpha will appear and take control of something. may have been resisting this up until now, trying to hold back the feelings, and not possible, really. It's the big reveal somehow, and they're not letting me see it either. It's gonna unfold maybe in the next 3 weeks, and it may be a very sudden, a sudden appearance of this character, just suddenly, suddenly arriving. And maybe coming in at a time when you're, look at it, she's like, it's not my business, a bit, turning right away. Like all these things coming at me, not my business. In fire energy. You know, somebody may have tried to ignore this young love for a long time, but it sort of burst through into a place where we can work with it. 3 of Pentacles. But there may be this delay. I mean, of course, isn't there always? It's really worth it, though. You don't want weak tea. You want the thing to be fully infused. Strong tea. Inside light, outside light. Almost like equalizing the pressure. I have no idea what this is about. Let me know if it makes any sense to you, because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, except that it looks good. It really does. I don't know why and these fused, troubling sword, 4s. 4s speak to stability. I just think there's going to be a shakeup, but the ultimate 4 of stability is here. Emperor. Stable and growing, something like that. Yeah, see you guys next time.